This is supposed to be a joyous time of year, but for a lot of us, it's stressful, and some of us can't wait until it's over.
That's for sure. Today, we're going to help you keep the merry in your Christmas with the help of Coach Kristin Hiemstra. You have 4 suggestions. Thank you for being here.
Yes.
4. Okay, so 4 suggestions for reducing holiday stress and starting with managing expectations.
Absolutely. So we all expect our holidays to be fabulous. We look forward to them all year long. We're like, oh, this is going to be great. It's going to be great. Talk about it, plan for it. And then suddenly things don't work out like we thought they would. So managing expectations. Our expectations up here, our reality is here. Right in here is where stress is. And so the idea is to name what's stressing you out and then choose. Do I really want to let this stress me out, or is this ruining my holiday joy? So that would be one of them. Get clear on what you want, but be willing to let it go.
Okay, like if that pair of sparkly shoes you love, if you
let them go.
were to lose a stone, it's okay. I'm sure you've got another pair of fabulous shoes that you could wear.
I
don't think I could feel
I would die a slow
I'm not
death.
working. I tried. Okay. Keep your focus on the spirit.
That is right, because sometimes the spirit gets caught up in the sparkly shoes and the joy goes away. And we don't want that to happen. We want you to keep the joy of the spirit. Remember what the spirit is about. It's about family, it's about traditions. And when you get caught up in the expectations of my chicken's going to be perfect, you know, the dinner is going to be magnificent, no one's going to get drunk. I mean, there's all kinds of expectations we have, and then they go away. And so you want to remember, what is the joy? Why am I here? What is this about? And so it's really keeping the most important thing in mind.
Okay, and you say to schedule time alone to organize, which I need this more than anyone.
This is such a great tip, and I got this from Peter Walsh. He is Oprah's person, and he said that for his Thanksgiving dinner, he plans, like he sits down and for an hour or 2, he plans his entire meal. So if you take this to the next extreme, that means you, candles, wine, your list, hours alone if you can. Some women are going to have to go in the bathroom so their kids don't bother them.
That's what I do.
Yeah, no,
that's
you
the
have
only
to.
time I get alone time.
It is
on
the
toilet. Yes.
No, I'm telling you,
It's true.
It's the way that it is. So you
Kristin,
have to work it the way you can. You may have to, I don't care how you do it, but get everything down on paper, because it kind of gives you a preview of what's coming up. And again, there's a reason managing expectations is first, and that is because we all know that whatever you plan is not going to go that way. But when you have it down, when you have a list, it gives you a sense of, okay, I know what's coming. I know who needs to be picked up. I know where my in-laws are staying. I know all this information, so it's very helpful that way.
And your last tip, communicate plans and expectations early and often.
So let's be honest, Jesus had 12 helpers, right?
That's awesome.
Yes.
Totally. And so you do. When you make your list, everybody needs a role. So let's say that you are hosting a party. Well, maybe you want the kids to take the coats and offer the drinks. Maybe you want, you know, your husband to make sure the dog doesn't greet people too intimately. I mean, there's all kinds of things that can happen. So communicate what you want from everyone and do it frequently, because we all have limited RAM space in our minds at this time of the year. You know, we're crazy. Everything's overwhelming us. So that continual information allows people to set their own expectations and yours as well. So
great advice.
Oh my gosh, and I can't give up those shoes. I don't know.
I pray nothing happens to your shoes. I'm just saying, I know how much you love them.
let it go.
I know.
So think about now what you would do if something happened to them.
Right. No, and that's such a valid point too. Lots of good tips.
The spirit.
The spirit.
Yeah,
I'm in the spirit. I'm in the spirit.
Thank you, Kristin.
Thank you for having me.
All right, thank you for joining us.